but there's something that I've been looking at for over a month that I wanted to buy one time. I've been wanting this car for a while. It's an 07, got 86,000 miles. It just doesn't run. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't run, but it's worth a decent amount if I get it running. So I'm really excited. Welcome back to another episode of Broken Mirror, guys. If you've been subscribed to the channel, you know that we've been working on the Audi A4. I've listed it for sale. It still hasn't sold yet. I kind of knew that was going to happen. We went away for the weekend, came back. Usually my sales happen on the weekend, so if I'm leaving that weekend, it's pretty much a done deal. It's not going to happen. But anyhow, today is Thursday. We got back 2 days ago. I've been trying to work out a deal with some people. I was looking at a Mazda Tribute. I don't think that's the route I want to go. There's a couple listed and they're not selling that well, so I don't think that's the route that I want to go. But there's something that I've been looking at for over a month that I wanted to buy one time. In fact, I wanted to buy before the Audi and maybe even before the Mazda. I've been wanting this car for a while. It's an 07. It's got 86,000 miles. It just doesn't run. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't run, but it's worth a decent amount if I get it running. So I'm really excited. But anyways, I am heading there right now to get it towed on, brought back to the house, and then go over it with you guys. Let's get at it. All right, guys, we made it back. I probably cut out part of that because this kind of turned sideways on my ride there. But basically, I just bought this 2007 Cadillac CTS. It has 86,000 miles on it, but it does not run. It doesn't start. I needed to get it towed, as you saw. I don't know what the problem is, but when I was buying it from the girl, I realized that she's shady. She was lying because she told me one story the first time and a second story this time. She told me it would start up when we got there. When we got there, she told me the battery was dead. So definitely just a blatant, horrible liar, which scares me. But honestly, I expected this thing to need an engine. Then she just said it might need a transmission. I think she's just full of it. I finally got it here. It was a bit of a hassle, and all said and done, I bought this for $1,246. It was gonna be $900 or $970, but then we needed to go to the DMV, but the DMV was closed because she lost the title, so we had to transfer the title right then, and we had to go to a third-party location and pay extra fees, and then I had to pay the tax on it then, and anyway, it was just a whole ordeal that turned a little dramatic, but that's kind of what goes when you buy these cars. If you want them this cheap, you want a good enough deal, then you kind of got to eat it the best you can. Now, the interior is pretty good. There's no tears. It's nice leather. Again, tinted out. Not a fan. So I'll probably be yanking the tint. But overall, it is pretty dang clean. I don't think I'm gonna have to do too much paint work or paint correction. There's this little spot with definitely a crease. I'll probably be able to buff that out. Maybe this little spot, there's a crack as well. So we'll see. I might add a little bit of paint there, but not much. And then I think it's just these weather strippings looked pretty crispy when I was there. Oh, maybe just the driver's side. Maybe just the driver's side, hopefully. Oh no, yeah. So the weather strippings are pretty crispy. We'll probably do those. You can see the windshield's been replaced due to those awesome install lines. But yeah, the battery is so dead that I can't even hook up a scanner to it right now. So what I'm gonna do first is take the battery out of the Mustang, just hook it up to here, or jump it to here just so I can read what codes are on this thing, because I know there's a bunch and I want to start getting an idea as to where we're even at on this. Let's get at it. All right guys, it's the next day, it's Friday. It's probably almost late afternoon now. So I don't know how long of a video this is gonna be, but I am planning to start doing the 2 weeks. So I will release one probably Thursday. I'm thinking around 2 o'clock, and then a second one Sunday at 8 a.m. like it's always been. That's the goal. But anyway, I've been trying to get this thing to start, and honestly, when I do that, I just kind of don't tape, guys, because I really have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying things until something works. I'm doing a lot of diagnosing. Doesn't look very cool. It's just a lot of cables going places, unplugging things, replugging. Really doesn't make sense. But I got it running. So the first problem was that this battery was completely dead, did not turn over at all, even with my other battery cranked to it and the car next to it, jump starting it. It just wouldn't quite reach firing. It got really close a couple times, but then it would go nowhere. The other problem I found out was just checking the oil, there was none at all. It was completely empty. So I've just kind of conjured up like 3, maybe 4 quarts that I had laying around just to kind of get something in the engine to see if I could get it to start. As you can hear, it's running pretty good. That ticking noise is actually the purge valve. I kind of messed with it last night trying to test the 1000 issue. Seems to be working really good. There's a little engine chatter. I imagine that'll go away once I get another quart or 2 into this thing. But overall, it's running pretty good. It did sketch me out. It makes me wonder if they try to winterize the car or if some mechanic tried to pull a skeevy move on this girl and screw her over. I really don't know. But basically I've been having this run for about 15 minutes now. It's going pretty good. I've been checking the temperature to make sure it's not going to overheat or cause any issues. And as you can see, it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good the whole time. But I kind of want to give you a little more on the story, guys. When I first went to buy this thing, she was asking $1,400, and the story in the listing was, I don't know why, won't turn on, 1,400 bucks. So I went there, I tried to get it to start, it wouldn't start. I wasn't even getting like compression. It kind of sounded like the engine had the spark plugs removed and just moving freely, which makes sense now that I saw that there was no oil in the engine. But then when I went back to buy it yesterday, I got it for $900, and right after I paid her, she mentioned, oh yeah, the reason why I stopped driving it was slipping going from first to second. And I said, well, that's a big difference. Okay, thanks for telling me. So I kind of already expected the engine to be the problem, to be completely honest. I thought the engine was shot. I saw that there's been a coolant spray, it overheated once. I figured, okay, probably blown the head and it's completely shot. But now that it's running good, there's no leaks, there's nothing overheating. I don't think it's the engine. But even then, before we even went back to get the car, she told me, oh, it should start up right as we get there, you'll see, and then you can drive and see that it doesn't shift at first. And I said, okay, cool. And then when we got back there, and she said, oh yeah, the engine's dead, it's not gonna start. And it was just like, she was just shady the whole way through and trying to act like she was innocent. And I think some of you out there have probably lived through those scenarios. It just felt sleazy the whole way through it. Anyway, it's here, it's running. I'm not gonna drive it today because I don't wanna lose my spot. Right now it is Friday and everyone's out and about, and tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm definitely going to lose it. And if I lose my spot, then I can't work on it because all of my power, my water, everything's right here. So I'm gonna leave this probably until Monday, but I need to move it. I need to go get gas. I need to hear that shifting just to have an idea. And I'm also letting this thing run to see if any type of check engine codes come up. I'm not seeing anything yet, and I hope there won't be. So I'm guessing it is the transmission problem, but really I won't know until I take this thing to go get some gas. But for right now, what I'd like to do is start cleaning the thing, just because it's something to do to start making a step forward. And I'm so glad you guys can't smell this, because I'm sure some of you will know what I mean, but it smells really green. Really green. A couple of kids were in here for days on end, making this thing a hot box. I'm sure some of you get that, you know what I mean. It reeks. Does not smell good at all. Probably some tobacco as well. But what I do want to do is I want to start removing the tint, because I do not like the tint on cars, as you guys know. And then I'm just going to start pulling things out, all the garbage, all the crud that's laying in there, and then start vacuuming. And maybe I'll start shampooing, see if I can get some of that scent to get out of there a little bit. It's going to be hard. It's leather. so I don't know if I can actually get the smell out of the leather behind it and that cushion, but we're gonna try. We're definitely gonna try. We need to try. But yeah, that's the first goal. Let's get at it. All right, it's the next day. I finished the shampooing. I have not done the actual dash and all the plastics yet. I just wanted to see if I could get that green smell out of the car. I didn't. In fact, I made it smell very vibrant and very fresh. So I'm gonna order one of those ozone generator things, and hopefully that'll kill some of the smell, at least make it a dull, weird smell compared to this. I'd much prefer that. But the carpets came out great. All the stains are out. It looks very sharp. So check it out. I mean, it looks so dang good. I'm really impressed how clean I got this. Seats look good. I did clean the seats. Now I haven't hooked the seats back up yet, just to make sure. There's a couple of things I wanted to go over while cleaning the rest of the interior. So before I bolt them in place, I just want to be able to move them around. But so far, it's looking pretty good. The crazy part is as soon as I open the doors, that smell fades away pretty quickly. So I think the ozone generator will work, but it's looking good. So yeah, guys, I think next week what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna drive this thing for the first time. We're gonna drive it down to the gas station, get some gas in it, try to take it out on the road. I still have to learn how to check the transmission fluid in it. Might just be low. After that oil was so weird, I'm thinking maybe there's just low transmission fluid as well. Maybe they never serviced it. I feel like the girl bought it and just never changed the oil. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to figure out if that's even possible or if this is one of those like sealed transmissions like some VWs have. But we'll see. We'll see how it works, if I can just fix it with some training fluid, if that's even a problem. I don't even know if that's a problem. It might have just been running so bad, had bad warning lights that it just kept cutting out to save the engine, and she kept trying to drive it. I really don't know. So we'll figure all that out in the next episode. I know this episode was short again, but I am starting the 2-a-week episode. So I believe it's gonna be Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be posting a second video on Thursday, and then again always Sunday at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will continue to post just like I am today. So that's the plan for the new schedule coming up, guys. I hope you enjoy it. If you're starting to like the new content, please let me know. But yeah, guys, I think it's gonna wrap up this whole episode. If you haven't yet, make sure to hit the like button. It really does help me out. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, click that notification bell so you get alerted. And then yeah, comment below what you guys think of the car so far. If you think it's gonna be a cool flip. If you have some friends you think would be interested, make sure to share, hit the share button. All that helps a ton with the channel, guys. I really appreciate all of you that have been showing support. It means a lot. It's definitely helping, so thank you so much. But yeah, guys, until next episode, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll see you next time. Later, guys.